so keep that in mind.
Yeah, hey, forget I asked.
That'll definitely do.
Ew. Join the Discord.
It was the least fun I've ever had playing this game.
A small but vibrant and extremely humble community.
No, I've seen the sleeves, but I'm like, you said you're suiting up, and then you put your sleeve on. Thank you for saying that.
Because I'm a demon on the keys.
Next thing I know, we're both dead. I immediately left the lobby.
In Vietnam.
What are they playing for? Are they playing to win?
Stay humble.
Stay humble.
We are live. Welcome to the Dropshot, a Call of Duty podcast, and tonight it will be an actual, decidedly Call of Duty podcast. My name is Casey, also known as Razinon. I am joined by my good friend Tanner. Tanner, your hat's a little dusty today on your right side. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's got cat hair on it. It's a disaster, really. Yeah, it's all sorts of fucked up.
Pissed, shitted, and farted all over it.
No, my lint roller ran out. That's right. That's why I didn't clean it.
You got to change that lint roller, dude.
Yeah,
keep that
I just
thing
bought
on
some
you.
new ones. Yeah, I bought some new ones. Maybe I should change the hat, actually.
You won't. But
I mean, not live on stream.
you could, yeah. Let's give us a live fucking hat. Okay, welcome to the show, and we'll edit that out. So, reminder, if you're new here, we start with announcements. If you want to skip them, we have timestamps. So you can look in the timestamps and get to the meat and the potatoes of the episode. But before that, we do, in fact, have some announcements. So, we got a lot of news this week about the future of Warzone. And that is, of course, what we're going to be talking about tonight. A lot of changes to the mode, which I am frankly surprised by a lot of them. I did not see much of this coming, and I don't even know if I've settled on an opinion on a lot of it yet. But we'll get into that. But there's a lot to talk about today, and it is super interesting. There's not a lot to talk about, but it's the gravity is a lot. It's got a lot of gravity, kind of like your mom. So before we get into that, we have a couple of announcements. Welcome to, first of all, our new gold patrons, and we got a lot of little buddies here this evening. JT Code, can't say it. Also, I hate it. Also, change it. Also, welcome. Bud, hate it so much. Welcome. Thank you very much, rather. Meatloaf, which I don't know if this is a long time listener. This is an allusion to Tanner's old handle. He still uses it. He just doesn't tell you guys. Kev, okay, it's fine. Bryce F, spelled Bryce wrong.
Yeah.
So let's be clear.
Yep.
I hate.
Spelled your name wrong, bud.
I hate when people have children, name them normal names, and then also fuck them up. It's like, hey, you know, what are we doing here?
Yep.
Tony is spelled with a Y, not an I. Don't do that. Stop it. I hate it. So, Bryce, hey, go to your municipal office building, have your name legally changed. Cancel this Patreon membership, re-sign up, and also do it at a higher tier. Thanks in advance. And Zooter? Xsuter? Xuter, and I hate it. So
Cuter.
It's not cute. His name could be cuter than that.
It should just
awful.
be X. Let's just call him X.
Well, okay. We could. Hey, X. Sounds like too cool. I don't know. Anyways, boys, welcome to our new gold patrons. Where did they sign up and what did they get? Patreon.com/thedropshot, of course. They did that because it's the best way to support the program. And also, we do 5 bonus eps a month, weekly hangouts, gameplay breakdowns, and more. So they got in on it immediately, dude. Almost 70 bonus eps. They just immediate access, 5 United States dollars. How simple is that? How many hours of content could one person want for that low of a price? I don't know. I don't know how much you could want, but it's less than what we're offering you. So it's a bargain. So figure it out. Patreon.com/thedropshot. And we do have higher tiers than gold available. And those are the ones you should sign up for, frankly. I mean, being a gold patron, that's fine. It's pedestrian, really.
It's okay, yeah.
You could do better. Yeah. It's okay, but you could do better, right? I mean, you could. Yeah. And you'd get more benefits. You'd get more items in your little virtual inventory. Patreon.com/thedropshot. You'll figure it out. Thedropshot.com as well. You can find the link there. And we're still selling our merch. We are like barely sort of out of merch debt if you don't count startup costs. If you do, then we're still in merch debt, in fact. And that's an affront to decency, frankly. So, thedropshot.com. Go buy a t-shirt or a whiskey glass or a coffee mug. They're exceptionally high quality. Current users can attest to the craftsmanship, the artisanal craftsmanship. You know? I don't know.
Yeah, got it. Nice.
We got some merch. Buy some. We would appreciate it. But anyways, welcome to you guys and much appreciated. So, another thing, if you watch on YouTube, if you're here watching now on YouTube, smash the fucking like button. Also, we're now going to have fewer ads on the YouTube. So we got monetized on YouTube once upon a time. And I was just like, oh, do automatic ads because I'm a lazy piece of shit. But for our last episode, our award-winning, the committee called me. I think I tweeted this out. The committee gave me a call as soon as the ep was over and said, hey, listen, look. So that was an award-winning broadcast. Congratulations. You won an award. What award was it? Don't ask questions. But it was an award-winning broadcast. And I was reviewing that award-winning broadcast, putting it on YouTube, and I was like, let me look at these ads that they do automatically. And they put in 1,000 in the first 30 minutes, and then there's like no more. And I was like, okay, this is dog shit. I would never listen to this. So now there will be far fewer ads on YouTube. So if you watch on YouTube, there will be less ads. You will have already noticed by now because 10 would have played by now. So that won't happen anymore for future videos, including this one, in fact. So there you go. Fewer ads. Which means we're taking a pay cut for your benefit. Patreon.com/thedropshot. Thanks in advance, right? Thanks in advance. Quid pro quo. This for that. Latin. All right. And then also, I wanted to talk a little bit about our last episode. So on Saturday, we did an episode about VPNs in Warzone. We made a Twitter poll, by the way, Tanner. From our Twitter account at the Dropshot Pod, which you should of course be following with notifications on, Bell Gang. And we asked, is using a VPN in Warzone cheating? And we provided three options. And the results are in. We provided three options: yes, no, and it's not cheating, but it is rude. Do you have? I've
got it.
You have those numbers pulled up for us.
Look under the...
Tell us about the spread.
Here, why don't you just look at it? I just put it in the notes. There we go.
Okay.
It's in the announcements. There's your spread, buddy.
Got it. So we tweeted, we've had a lot of debate about using a VPN in Warzone, and now we want feedback. Is it cheating? So 28.8% of you said yes, it is cheating. 29.5% said it's not cheating, but it is rude. And then 41.7% of you said it is not cheating. So that's kind of surprising to me.
Very.
Because another way you could break this down is like 41%, 42% of you said it's not cheating, nor is it rude. But then 58% of you were like, it's either cheating or it's fucked up to do. That's a solid majority of participants in this poll. Does that surprise you as well, Tanner?
Yes, I expected more just like absolute no's, like it wasn't, because it's not cheating. No matter what way you word it, in my opinion, it's not cheating. So I was a little shocked at the amount of votes that were yes, but you know. So yeah, I was a little shocked from this, but when you think about it, the majority of people are more casual around a 1.0 KD or so. So they don't want people that have a 4 KD or a 5 KD playing in their lobbies just shitting on them all day long. I understand that point of view of it. So that part I get. I think that's kind of just where it is who we play with usually. Oh God, chefs. who we play with usually, they have the same opinions as us, obviously. So they, that's like what we hear usually, but then we're not usually hearing from like the casual player base point of view.
Yeah.
And that's what I think the majority of them think. So it was a little shocking to me though. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know what to think constructing this poll, what the thoughts would be. I would be interested to rerun this poll with only yes or no as responses. And
let's run it back. Let's do a recount.
Let's do count the votes.
I think there was voter fraud on this.
That's possible. There could have been some VPNs hacking, I don't know, Twitter accounts. Anyway, yeah. But anyway, I was all of that, like, because we've had a lot of debate in Discord too, and I'm like very happy about it. It's cool because this is not a cut and dry issue by any means. It's fairly nuanced, and where you can fall on the VPN issue, I think there are kind of legitimate arguments on every side, which is pretty rare for like Call of Duty games, because a lot of the things we talk about are just unequivocally, obviously, like good or bad, like,
yeah,
I don't know, but yeah, it was very interesting. So it's been very cool. So if you wanted to start debating, by the way, join the fucking Discord. It's in the show notes.
There's been some debates.
There's been a lot of debate. Yeah, it's been very fun. So if you want to get in on that, you listen to the podcast, join our Discord. You can take a look. It's been very spirited, and I really liked it. I don't think there's ever been a topic this debated in the Dropshot community, in this small but vibrant and extremely humble community before.
Yeah, I don't know if there has been, honestly.
Yeah, so it's been cool to see, and we appreciate all your guys' feedback, of course. I don't think my mind has really been changed on pretty much anything yet, except for this. And I might delete our last episode, and here's why. I was under the impression doing episode 185 that VPNs did something, right? I thought
they worked, yeah. I thought they did something.
I did too. I was deceived. I was under the misapprehension that they did something. However, yesterday for our stream, Tanner and I, and who was playing with us? Lag and
Jacob Down.
And Jacob Down, yeah. We were playing. Someone who isn't me was the party leader. And they supposedly...
Or me. Wasn't me either.
Okay, sure. They supposedly had their VPN on.
Allegedly. We can't confirm.
Allegedly they did. Here's what happened, dude. Super crazy. First game, VPN on. We die to a cheater. Okay, awesome. Second game, the very next game, we die to another cheater. Smile. And I said, cool, fix your VPN, man. It's not working.
Yeah.
And then those were the last cheaters we saw. We kind of got them out of the way early, but they were still some pretty fucking sweaty lobbies. So we played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. This sample is 7 games. So
this doesn't show everything. Yeah.
I think we played more than this. But of these 7 games, 2 of them were below a 1.0. And then 5 were above a 1.0. So our highest average KD, 1.26. We had another one, 1.24, 1.16, 1.12, 1.09, 0.9, 0.79. So VPNs don't actually work. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't matter. You can delete the episode. If you downloaded it, free up some hard drive space. VPNs simply don't work.
Well, make sure to listen to it first so we get revenue for it.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
The crazy thing about this too is these were like midday lobbies when they're not nearly as sweaty, right? And that's still Tuesday. What we were getting.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't working. Maybe it wasn't even. Maybe he forgot to turn it on. Maybe forgot to turn it on. I'll have to DM him about it. Make sure that thing was on.
It's possible.
But yeah, like that's. So we had a 1-2-6 lobby in the middle of the day on a weekday while using a VPN. I would argue that a lot of you listening, the majority of you listening, has probably never played in a 1-2-6 lobby ever.
Yeah,
actually.
probably. Yeah, I agree. That's so much higher than...
And that's a weekday, early Pacific time, when the lobbies are shit. So, and you know, like that guy that we were talking about during the episode, who obviously VPNs and denies it.
He's got the correct settings, yeah.
He's got those settings on it. He's playing He's playing right now. He's probably actually live streaming. He's at a 0.7 lobby, a 0.85 at nighttime.
Yeah.
And this dude claims he doesn't VPN, right? Holy shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyways, I'm joking about VPNs don't work. It certainly felt that way, but this can be an illustration of this point. Just because you're VPNing doesn't mean you get every lobby is just dog shit players. We had a real rough go of it yesterday. Now, did we win a lot of games? No. We won like 2 or 3 though. But VPNing isn't like a free win by any stretch of the imagination. And you will still get some tough games. I just wanted to point this out mainly because it pissed me off. But you know the vibes. So yeah, I don't know. But anyways, there you go. I can't believe we saw 2 cheers in a row in a VPN lobby. I was so mad.
One of them was like rage hacking too.
Yeah, the second one.
One of them was and then one guy was using like a ground loot tundra or something and hitting every single snipe on us. And we called it too. It's like any time I would get out in the open, he would shoot me. It's like he didn't have like the headshot only one on, so he would just hit me and get me one shot. And I was like, dude, every time, how is this guy hitting me? And then of course he finally killed me. We watched the kill cam, and yeah, it was obviously botting.
Super obviously botting, yeah. Yep. Yeah, so that was great. So anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed that episode. We got a lot of positive feedback, and we appreciate that. Whatever your opinions are, at least it was some food for thought.
Yeah.
Whether you agree with us or not, I think it was
food for you guys.
A productive piece of media. So there you go. And then last announcement from me, structure tonight's going to be a little bit different. There were literally no patches this week. So we got a lot of news, which is mainly what we're going to talk about tonight, but there were no like patches at all. So we're just going to talk about what we've learned, which is literally exclusively about I don't know if this has ever happened. Literally exclusively one topic has been all that we've learned in an entire week across the 2 Call of Duty games we cover, Warzone and Vanguard. So
yeah, it is, huh?
That's pretty crazy. I don't think that's ever happened before. Go ahead.
I guess I should just say right now, I'm getting real fucking fed up with Sledgehammer. I don't know what's going on over there. Maybe let's just stop releasing games around the holiday, since you guys aren't going to do anything. Let's just push the annual launch back to January 2nd so you guys fucking start doing things. Because I'm getting real sick of this. We're almost 30 days into the game's launch, and my STG kills still do not track. The riot shield is still bugged. I shoot at people from the front of them, and half of my shots miss. Yep. The game's there's a bunch of little shit wrong with it right now still that they haven't fixed. They're still just absurd camo challenges. 30 days into launch, and we're still seeing all this. They had a great launch, but since then they've done absolutely nothing really. So let's speed it up here, Sledgehammer. Come on. I agree. Getting real fed up. I am fed up. I'm not even getting fed up. I am fed up.
You're fed the fuck up. Here's what's going to happen too. And this is so annoying. And I don't know if we've said anything about this or not yet, but we should have. Season 1 comes out in 8 days.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what's going to happen, dude. Season 1's going to launch. They're going to have a week to put out the absolute forest fire disaster of an integration launch that's going to be. And if they can't get everything done in a week, which they won't, then they're going to say, oh, I'm on Christmas break, smile. And then we're going to have 3 weeks of just super buggy game. Or like the DMR last year, an insanely overpowered gun.
Was it the DMR? I was just thinking that. Yeah,
I think it was. Yeah, that does not get nerfed for like 3 weeks because they're all, I don't know, stocking fucking, what are they called? Stuffing stockings.
Was it the DMR?
I think it was. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. I don't know. Wait. Yeah, it was. I'm 100% sure. It was the DMR.
Yeah, it is. Because they put the guns into Warzone on December 10th. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And then if you guys remember what happened with the DMR, it was insanely overpowered. By the time people had kind of figured that out, the devs were at the company Christmas party, probably doing some things that aren't great.
Bobby was having fun at that party for sure. I don't know if the females were.
I bet you Bobby was having a lot of fun. Yeah. And I don't know about his secretary or anything. Not making any implications, obviously. Allegedly. And then they were just super overpowered and busted for like 3 weeks. That's going to happen again. That's best case scenario, by the way. Worst case scenario is the game like doesn't work for like 3 weeks. Like every other match crashes. There's that fucking glitch where you drive into a wall and you can crash the server again. Demon Polygon Transmog could come back.
I hope the Demon Polygon is back soon.
Invisible buildings that you collide into that don't actually show. Stim glitch. By the way, this is going to be even more work than last year because along with an integration, we're getting a new map and we're getting kernel level packet sniffers or whatever. The kernel sniffer, Ricochet. That is a lot of new shit for them to have a week before they go on Christmas vacation to figure out. And guess what? They will not. They absolutely won't. And the best case scenario is that we have to all get shit on by some super overpowered weapon for 3 weeks. So that's going to be awesome. So I agree with you, Tanner. Stop releasing games in November. Release them in January or in fucking July. Like, don't get it as far away from the holidays as possible. No breaks, no holidays. Make everyone work 18-hour shifts for 2 months.
Oh yeah, don't give them a day off.
They should be deprived of sleep. So that the game is not buggy. Or release a game that isn't bugged to fuck. But I know you guys can't do that, so instead just don't release a game this close to the holidays. Or don't let your employees take the holidays off. I'm open to that as well.
Yeah, make sure they work.
Frankly, hey, well, it's the publisher's fault.
What are we in fucking 5th grade still getting a whole week off for Christmas? Get
True.
1 day off.
True.
You get 1 day off and you go back to work, buddy. Figure it out.
I agree. Yep. Amen.
I mean, holy
brother.
shit, man.
So, anyways, that is that. So, yeah, tonight we're going to be doing it a bit differently. We only have this to talk about, so there's no real. We have some structure, but you'll see. It's
no news or anything, really.
No news.
Just
no
all
news
this.
or patch notes. This is the news. It's all this. So there's no sections really. So, other than that, Tanner, any announcements from you? Nah, he says. Wow, man. That's crazy. All right. If you're listening for the jingle, here it is. Copious Cowboy, 5 gifted subs. Let's go, Cope. Thank you very much, dude. I love you and appreciate you, you VPN hacking, cheating piece of shit. You need to be the party lead next time because apparently your VPN works according to chat. So
yeah, because is incapable of putting us in the correct country, I guess.
Yeah, he certainly is. All right. So first up here, we have playlist updates and double XP schedule. Nothing really to talk about here. They did a little minor tweaking in Vanguard, but I don't care. The only thing that is worth mentioning, hardcore ship house 24/7 is
finally
live. So this is really good if you're going for, if your camos aren't broken, which maybe for some of you that's true. Then this is a really good playlist to level Riot Shield or get camos. Well, level also. Launchers, Riot Shield.
Launcher triple kills will be easy on this.
Yep. Pistols. This is a good playlist to use. So that's in. All right. Now, into the next item here. So we got a lot of intel information on what Warzone is going to look like when Season 1 drops. And it is a lot of stuff. And again, as I said in the announcements, I am genuinely surprised by a fair amount of this. Some of these things are not surprising to me. So these are in the order that they came to me. So that is the order that we will be reading them in. But this is, again, all 100% of this related to Warzone. So first, loadout items and field upgrades. Dead Silence is being nerfed. Stopping power rounds are gone. In addition to detailing those exact changes, meaning we don't know how that what that nerf looks like, Raven Software looked closely at various equipment pieces such as nerfs to stuns and heartbeat sensors. And then they will also be nerfing dual melee and gun butting. So like meleeing while you're holding a gun. So far, I'm on board with all of that. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. So we'll start there. Okay. Stopping power removed. Excellent.
Yep.
Should have never been in the game in the first place, obviously. And I'm thrilled that it's being taken out. Stuns nerfed. Awesome. Not that I don't like stun grenades, but not Modern Warfare's. Modern Warfare stun grenades, you can't play against them. Maybe some of you were watching on Tuesday when I got stunned. That's it. The game is over. He's in a building. He knows where I am. He presses a button and it's an automatic win. Smile. Now, we won the game because my teammates were alive, not helping me, watching me die, and then finishing the game. Smile, thanks. But still, stuns are insanely overpowered, so them being nerfed, great. Heartbeat sensors nerfed? Okay, that's fine. I don't think heartbeats are the biggest issue in the world when it comes to Warzone, honestly. I think there are a dozen other issues I would care about before that. But I'm on board with the heartbeat sensor nerf. That's great. I'll take it. So that's fine. Dual melee being nerfed. Okay. This is obviously good. This is objectively speaking good. Like, the earth is round, and also dual melee being nerfed is a good thing. If you don't believe that, unsubscribe from this podcast. And then gun melee, gun butting nerfed, also great. Yeah, this is a first-person shooter. This isn't fucking Super Smash Bros. Stop meleeing me. Make it more ineffective, thanks. Now, it doesn't say how any of these things are being nerfed. We don't know how any of these things are being nerfed. So, let's go one by one. First of all, Tanner, thoughts so far?
All positive, like you're saying. Yeah, everything sounds really good. I wish they gave us more details, but I understand they don't want to just dump the exact details on how everything's going to work more than a week before the new map comes out. So they already said we'll get more info as it gets closer, obviously. So maybe they'll go into more detail with some of this, or we'll just get more info. But yeah, all of these things are excellent. They were all very well, or very needed changes. So I'm liking all of these.
Yeah. So let's go and see if we can figure out what these nerfs mean. Okay. And this will be cool because I'm curious how much of this we're going to get right and how much we're going to get wrong. We're going to get everything right. And if we don't, we'll edit it out post hoc and then pretend we were right all along, obviously. And I'll edit that out too. Dead Silence nerf. What would they do to nerf Dead Silence? So some people were telling me, I saw this in Discord, and also Jax was telling me this. And I find it offensive, and I'll tell you why. So they were like, well, Dead Silence is going to be nerfed. And I think a good way to do it that would make everyone happy. Jax and someone in Discord made this argument. I think a good way to make everyone happy is to nerf it in this way. If you get a kill, it doesn't reset the timer on Dead Silence anymore. And that's it. So, okay.
Fuck Jackson, fuck whoever said that in Discord, yeah.
Exactly. So, Dead Silence.
That's never been the issue.
Exactly. If you pop it and you're running behind someone, they don't hear you, or 2 or 3 people, you're going to get that kill, those 2 kills, or those 3 kills, unless you really fuck it up. Anyways, it resetting is not the issue. Like, there are probably times when really good players use dead silence, where they're actually going to be utilizing dead silence to get more kills, and they need the timer to refresh to have been able to do that. That never happens to me. Rarely happens for anyone I know or have ever seen. How many times, Tanner, have you popped dead silence and then relied on it resetting after you get a kill to get another kill in Warzone?
I've never even thought of that in Warzone. Yeah, in multiplayer, that's a big thing. That's why it's so strong in multiplayer, because you could keep it going for a while. But in Warzone, I've never even thought of it that way ever, because it's just so unimportant.
And that's why I found it offensive, because
that's very offensive.
That is the most toothless dog shit nerf I could possibly think of, and it would change nothing about anyone's experience with dead silence.
So that's probably what they'll do.
That might be what they'll do, yeah. That would be a terrible, terrible quote-unquote nerf, because it wouldn't address the core problem with dead silence, which is that at the very least, it is one completely free kill. That's the problem, right? So, what I expect them to do is probably that. What I want them to do is make it so dead silence makes you quieter. Well, what I want them to do is also take it out along with stopping power. If they're not going to do that, what I want them to do is make it so you're quieter, but not as quiet as you are now. They need to make it...
I still don't think that would matter.
I think it could. I think if they put the volume in the middle of where it currently is and normal footstep audio, that would be a pretty good nerf. So you'd sometimes hear them. If it's loud, you might not. But I think that would be better. And again, this is cope, because I just want them to take it out. But I think that would be a nerf that would actually be a nerf, you know?
Yeah, I don't think there is a good way to nerf it, because it's either like there or it's not. So yeah, it's like I would obviously just rather have it gone. I think if anything, the best way for it to work would be that like when you're within a certain distance of someone, it doesn't work at all. So like maybe it works normally up until you're 15 meters away from the person, and then you hear their footsteps like completely normal, 10 meters, something like that. Idea. Even that would be so fucking annoying. But at least that, like, if someone's running upstairs or something like below you, you could at least hear them for a while, and then you would know they're coming or something. So I don't know. There is no good way to nerf this. There just isn't. It just needs to be out of the game. So I don't care what they do. I can almost guarantee it's not going to be enough, and I'm not going to like it.
Agree.
But you know, I don't know. That's what the COD community gets for having this fucking hard on for having dead silence in their video games, but then not wanting it in Warzone, but wanting everyone to have it in multiplayer. Okay.
Yeah.
Just a lot of smart gamers out there, I guess. Yeah.
Real big brains. So
yeah.
Brainers. That's a good idea though. The dead silence, like it just stops working if you're within 15 meters or something. That's an interesting idea.
Yeah. I don't know. Something like that. Or like, yeah, I don't know. Like Jake had that idea that it should give you like a cue, like they should say that someone's using it in the area. Realistically, I don't think I don't think that would ever happen, but that's kind of a decent idea. But then also it's like, what if that person pops it from far away and then runs up to you? It's like, at what point is like the cutoff for that? You know, like what is the distance cutoff for how that would work? I don't know. So I can't see them doing that. So I don't really know what they would do. I'm almost thinking the only thing they would do is like maybe decrease the amount that the audio is decreased. So it's like basically like what you were saying, maybe the footsteps are a little bit louder, but even then that's not going to matter much, because how often do you die and you're like, I didn't hear that guy, and then he didn't even have dead silence anyway. Yeah, so true. I don't know. Nothing's going to be enough. It really doesn't matter.
I agree. Yeah, and talking about what we want is just fucking fantasy land.
Yeah, we've never gotten what we wanted.
They're going to do the most dog shit nerf possible. It'll probably be what Jackson Discord guy were saying. And sorry, Discord person, I don't remember who said it, but yeah, like, oh, it doesn't reset after kills. Hey, fuck you if you think that's going to do anything. You know what? Unsubscribe, Jax. God damn it. Okay, leave. I don't want you here anymore. I'm kidding. Okay, stopping power is being removed. That's obvious. Stuns nerfed. This seems pretty obvious to me. I think they'll just... Oh, well, I think their intention will be you get stunned less intensely. Or would it be for a shorter duration? I think it would be less intense. So you can move more while you're stunned. I think that's what they'll
Or don't they
end up
make it
doing.
exactly like Vanguard, and I would be happy enough with that.
Yep, that would be fun. I agree.
Also, if aim assist still works through stuns, it'll still be more overpowered than playing on K-BAM like it always has been.
Yeah, and that's not going to change. You'd still rather have a controller if you get stunned for sure. That definitely won't change. I think they'll just lower the intensity of it, yeah. Heartbeat sensor nerf, I think what this will mean is it'll work like it does in Iron Trials right now, which is like only within 30 meters or something.
Yeah, that's good enough for me. I'm okay
fine.
with that.
Yeah, I think that's what they'll do, and I'm good with that. Excuse me. Dual melee being nerfed. There's a lot of ways they could do this. Make them slow down the movement speed. You shouldn't move faster. The knife should be the fastest possible way to move your character. So the fact that you run faster with Cali sticks than with a knife is offensive. And that needs to be stopped now. So first of all, definitely do that. And then also, I don't know if they would do less damage for it. Maybe less flinch. That wouldn't matter too much. But I have absolutely died to Cali sticks when I otherwise would have, because they make you flinch a lot. And they will, dude, you'll get hit once, you'll be aiming at the ceiling. Like, you have no chance. Yeah. So maybe less flinch, and then, I don't know, slower. There's a lot of things they could do.
It needs just about everything done.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it needs slower movement speed. It needs way less lunge. Like, you lunge at people from 15 feet away and it auto locks on them. The speed that you hit people, the damage out, literally every conceivable way, they should be nerfed. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I just hope they do enough.
Agreed. And then gun butting nerf, again, I think they're going to take that from Iron Trials. They nerfed how much damage melee with a gun does in Iron Trials. I think they'll do it the same way for this, which is fantastic. You know, there's not much to say. There's no other way to nerf gun butting that they would do, so it'll just do less damage. That'll be good. All right, so next here, let's see. Another change involves loadout drop markers. They can now only be purchased from buy stations after the loadout drop event occurs in a match, effectively shifting their usefulness from an immediate power spike to a more tactical choice in the mid to late game. Now, some people... Okay, so I saw this tweet. Some people were mad about it. Some people were fine with it. I don't think anyone I've seen yet is super excited about it. But as far as where I land on this topic, I don't really know. I think I'm okay with it. In fact, I might like it, because right now when you play Warzone, a lot of the focus is okay, let's buy a loadout as soon as possible so that we don't die to another team who buys a loadout as soon as possible. So then the whole focus of the game shifts from, in a normal BR, it would be maybe killing people, to just getting as much money as you possibly can. So if they change it, when they change it in this way, expect to see far fewer people land on scavenger contracts, or any contract for that matter, and less looting in general. That's probably the idea. Now, you still want to loot and get money. You want to buy your own loadout, obviously. But not being allowed to until the first community drop gives you a lot more time to amass that money. And I think if you don't have to worry about anyone else having loadie, and you'll know exactly when everyone gets loadout, I think that actually might be a good thing, depending on the caliber of the ground loot. Because that's another thing too, is if I die because he got good ground loot and I couldn't find anything, or my ground loot is just fucking dog shit, well, then I'm going to be mad again, right? If I loot an iron hide with no attachments, and then some guy in my building loots a redacted MP7 with 12 attachments, well, now I'm mad again. And now I wish it would have been possible to buy a loadout. But on the other hand, I wouldn't have bought a loadout that soon anyway, so maybe that doesn't matter, actually.
Well, also, that's no different than you looting 100 chests like we were doing at Boneyard yesterday and couldn't find money to buy a loadout.
True.
And then some team getting one lucky chest and having $10,000 and then buying their loadout within 60 seconds, pushing you and killing you. Like, it's no different than that, really.
Yeah, that's a good point. What are your thoughts on this?
I don't know. I'm in the same exact boat as you. I've seen no one, I don't think, has had like a positive view on it. I think everyone's either like, whatever. Or they're like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I've seen a lot of like the big pro players, like the kill chasers. They're all bitching about it, obviously, because that's what they do. They get money really fast. They buy a loadout. They start popping UAVs. They fly all around the map. So I haven't decided. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's good necessarily. I don't think it's going to be better than what we have right now, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. And one thing is, like, I think the fights over the loadout drops will be interesting and pretty intense. Because like what you were just saying, since we're all going to get that first drop at the same exact time now, if your loadout is dropping with 4 others, those 4 teams are all going for that loadout as soon as it hits the ground. So that's going to cause a lot of people to move around more, fight over that area. You were saying you thought it would cause people... Did you say people would be looting less? Is that what you said? Or more?
Less, maybe.
See, I feel like it's the opposite. I almost think you would maybe loot a little bit more because you'd probably save up enough money to get a loadout, or like to get that second loadout once you can buy it, or you would get enough money and just start buying UAVs and shit. And then once you have, when you have ground loot, start pushing other teams because they're not going to have
loading guns,
loadout weapons. So then you're more likely to push that team where otherwise you wouldn't be if you still had ground loot. So I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily. But I just don't have a strong opinion either way. Another thing, I'm almost certain no one will give a shit about this a week and a half into the game. We'll be used to it. Like this isn't like me. No, it's not. I think everyone's making it out to be something it's not. Like me getting stunned and not being able to move for a year and a half, that's pretty fucking old. I'm still sick of it. I'm never getting over that. This shit, we will be used to playing after 10, 15 hours in the game. Everyone will forget the way it used to be. That's my view on it. Is it really doesn't matter. It's just a mechanic of the game that we're going to get used to very quickly. So I almost feel like it'll get more people moving around and looting. Because like I said, they can purchase UAVs, start pushing other teams. You won't have those RNG fights where someone gets the money and then they push you with your loadout. Because how often do we do that? We find a bunch of money, we buy a loadout, and we said, okay, let's push these guys ASAP because we know they're in that area. We haven't seen a loadout drop from the sky. Yeah. Yep. So like as we're running up to a building, we see their loadout drop coming down to the ground. So we're like, oh shit, let's get these guys before they get their loadout. Yep. So it may help with that situation too. But yeah, like you're saying, you can get shit ground loot and then they get better ground loot. But it's still... Any way you put it, ground loot versus ground loot is going to be more even than ground loot versus a loadout every single time.
True. Great point.
But yeah, so I'm excited to see how this plays out. I don't think it's a horrible thing. I don't love it. Just no strong opinions on it yet. I need to try it. But yeah, just realistically, I think some people are kind of blowing this out of proportion. And just to confirm, I follow the Raven creative director on Twitter. His name is Ted. He did confirm to Swag and Charlie Intel, it'll be available in buy stations at the end of the first circle. Because the Operation Flashback, you can't buy one till like the 3rd circle or something weird. And he said in that was a test bed for the functionality. And so that's kind of why they pushed it back, or they made it this way. So at the end of the first circle is when we will be getting those.
Okay.
Or being able to buy it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then another thing too is like the one thing you were saying, the fighting over loadout drops. I think what a lot of people will end up doing, and this might be the strat, is still looting your 10K, and then as soon as the community drop happens, be at a buy station, buy your own safer. I think a lot of people are going to do that too. Because you don't have to pick up the community loadout to be able to buy your own. You just have to wait until the community one drops before you can access it. So you could just be prone at a buy station with 10K, and as soon as the first circle's closed, you could buy your loadout. You don't have to get the community one first.
Wait, so what is that going to be? Does that mean you can buy it 15 seconds after you get the community one? Because you get the first loadout,
then yeah.
First circle with 15 seconds.
Yeah, so it seems like a little bit after you can buy your own. Yeah.
So it's not like immediately.
Yeah, so you could just camp at a buy station and then wait for first circle to be done closing. You don't have to go for the community one. That actually is probably the play too, because then you could go to the very hot area maybe where the community one drops, and if there are 4 others, at least you've got loadout guns now if you wanted to get Ghost or something, you know?
Interesting, yeah. It just kind of... It will be weird because you'll get to the point where once it hits that point in the game, everyone will be ghosted within like that minute pretty much. Because they're all going to get that first community loadout and then buy one right away. Whereas like right now, currently, I guess it really doesn't matter because that just means now no one will be ghosted up until a certain point.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I have no strong opinions on it.
I agree. Ultimately, I agree. I did see a lot of people blowing this out of proportion. I think what happens is, and I've talked about this phenomenon, big streamers, if you're a kill racer, world record setter, PR, haver, whatever, then a big part of your brand is like setting kill records, doing kill races. And if you want to get the most possible amount of kills in a Warzone match, you don't want to have to wait to get your first loadout. You want to be able to get your first loadout as soon as possible. So of course they're against it. That makes sense for them. If I was trying to get 60 kill games, then I would also be against this because it's harder to get 60 kill games if you can't get your loadout until later than you normally do. And then what happens is all of their 1 billion Twitch followers just agree with them without using their brains.
Yeah.
Because they're cheap, which is fine. You know, I don't blame 12-year-olds for being 12, but still, if you're like malding about this, is it because you saw a swag tweet, or is it because you made your own conclusions?
It was Swag who tweeted it out that he was all pissed about it. Yeah,
it sure was, and that's fine. I would be mad if I was Swag too, but if you hate this also, just because Swag said so, use your brain. That's all I'm saying. Because for most of you, this doesn't really matter that much. Yeah. I am open to being enlightened when this actually comes to the game. Maybe it's more impactful than I thought. Maybe there are more consequences than I can think of right now, but I doubt it. So we'll see. I agree. But ultimately, I don't think this is going to be that big of a deal. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay, next here. Let's see. Along with these nerfs, several lethal and tactical equipment pieces will see much needed buffs. Just call it equipment. You don't need to call them pieces. Most lethal equipment will deal more damage, and the snapshot grenade will see its effective radius increase. Right, better. The stim will also apply a slight movement boost, and the decoy grenade will pack rubber bullets, okay, that deal just enough damage to pester enemies, okay. So this is odd. Most lethals will deal more damage. So I think that means frags, semtex, C4,
Molotov.
and that's it. I don't think mollies or thermites are going to do more damage. I think they mean like
I thought they specifically said something about Molotovs.
I didn't see that. Maybe they did. I didn't see it. In this article?
I think it may have been that guy. I'll try to find it. Just keep going.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But that's an interesting choice. Most lethals dealing more damage. I wonder why they thought to do that. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess it depends how much more damage they do, but I don't think that like a Semtex does. Well, they are kind of shit. especially if someone's using EOD, which most people do. You can Semtex like right next to someone and they're like kind of fine, but you still fuck them up. I don't know how I feel about this. I think it's probably fine unless they get super crazy with respect to the lethals dealing more damage. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, to me, they're obviously just trying to shake up. Never mind. I was going to say, like, stop people from using, like, heartbeats and stuff, but that's not lethals. Yeah, I guess because people right now pretty much run Semtex usually, and then a lot of people run thermites as well. So I guess they're just trying to get more variety in there. I don't know. Again, no strong opinion. I mean, the other ones do need to be better. No one uses them, so.
Yeah, agreed. Snapshots get more radius. I don't care about that at all. No one uses snapshots.
No.
I don't think that matters. Stims will give a slight movement boost. That's pretty interesting. So if you get heartbeat sensors to be nerfed, stuns to also be nerfed, and now stims give you a movement boost, is that enough to make you switch to a stim in regular Warzone?
It depends how much that boost is. I don't know. This could actually kind of shake up the meta, because if a lot of people start running stims, then you can stay in the gas longer. And if it gives you like a movement speed of who knows how much, that can get you to maybe zoom out. Like when first circle's closing, where you usually couldn't outrun or something. So that could kind of change up that meta there. But I'd have to see how much that boost is. I mean, realistically, well, if Heartbeat's getting nerfed too, then I don't know. If Heartbeat's getting nerfed, then I think anything's up for grabs, really. I think that will just... time will tell. We'll have to play with everything. But I don't think the movement boost will be that much. Doesn't it already give you one? It gives you one in Modern Warfare multiplayer.
It resets your attack sprint. I don't think it gives you a movement boost, though.
Well, then how come in Search and Destroy Modern Warfare, when all these sweat lords spawn in, they stim to run there faster?
Oh, maybe it does.
Because I'm pretty sure it's actual just movement speed.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
So I figured it did that in Warzone too. I don't know then. It probably won't be that much. It'll probably be like 2 or 3% boost, hardly noticeable. So I don't think it'll really matter a whole lot necessarily.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And then it looks like it's like a bunch of tacticals got nerfed. Some got and decoy will deal a bit of damage. Don't care. It doesn't matter at all. So the only thing that could maybe matter for is like if you're running piercing vision, you throw a decoy and then you can like see them, but you could just run any other like tactical to do that also. So like why? I don't know. I don't understand why decoy needs to do damage, but okay. Slight damage too, like it's not whatever. I again just don't get why they would do that, but doesn't matter. So like the only tactical equipment that didn't get changed at all is gas grenades. They didn't talk about, but that's never going to really be meta because you can't be in your own gas grenade. So I don't think that's ever going to be a meta tactical. And then flash grenades. If those are unchanged, because flash grenades in Warzone are fucking good. If you get flashed and you don't have battle hardened, your entire screen is white for a while.
Yeah.
And if the anti-cheat actually works, then you can't just aimbot your way out of it. Flash could be the move, actually.
Maybe, yeah.
Depends how bad stuns become. But if you can't see it all, that's a real easy gunfight. I mean, I would, if like on every class where I run stuns, well, stuns are so good too. I don't know. Flashes can be really good though. Like really good. So I wonder if we'll see those coming back. Or coming in, I guess.
Yeah, I don't really care what it is. I just want the meta to be shifted ultimately. So flashes can be the best. It doesn't really matter to me. I just don't want everyone to be running heartbeat, stuns, Semtex, or thermite. Just change it up. Give us anything that people use, right? I
agree. So yeah, all good stuff there. So
yeah,
moving on here. Gas masks and explosive canisters. This part kind of didn't make much sense to me. Gas masks won't interrupt as many actions as they did previously, making it easier to pull your mask off or on, as well as plating up or reloading a weapon while getting out of the circle collapse. So it seems like you can plate without getting gas mask animationed, and you can reload without getting gas mask animationed. However, notably, what does this not say? Can't ADS while doing a gas mask animation. If they meant that gas mask will not any longer interrupt ADS, I think they would have said that, because they gave specific examples already. Therefore, I almost don't care about this. This is better, but the most important thing I need to be able to do that the gas mask cucks me out of is aiming my gun. And it sounds to me like you still won't be able to ADS if you get gas mask animation. Cringe. It's funny to me that they're looking at this and they know people are annoyed at the gas mask animation, but instead of just fixing it, which they could do, they choose not to, and they just make it like less bad or whatever. Still always, so, okay. This still will always favor the combat advantage to those safely inside the circle. Hey. Or the guy who doesn't have a gas mask at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could argue the guy in the gas without the gas mask is taking damage. Sure. I hate it, though. But still, this is better than nothing. So gas mask won't interrupt plating or reloading anymore. And I'm in favor of that. It's a step in the right direction. I think ADS is the most important thing, though. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if the speed of the entire animation was like half as long as it was now, I think that would be good enough in like also with these other changes that they did. I think that would be just enough, but it's like ultimately I would really just prefer if there was no animation at all. The gas mask was just on and then it comes off.
Yep.
Why do we need to make it realistic and show an animation for it? I don't know.
Yeah, and people can animation cancel this shit anyway. So it's like, I don't know. It's dumb. Gas masks may offer, it says off, they meant offer, a modicum of protection against gas canisters. A brand new item developed by High Moon Studios. If these canisters explode, they release the same noxious vapors as those comprising the circle collapse, albeit within a much smaller radius. So I read that and I was like, what? Is that like another gas grenade tactical? No. After picking one up in Caldera, try lighting the fuse and throwing a canister, or clipping it onto an ascender to send a nice gift to someone who overstayed their welcome on high ground.
It's kind of cute.
Alternatively, since it requires both hands to carry, simply shooting someone who is carrying it or dropping one that you're carrying, stepping out of the blast radius and firing at it could make it effective during a few moments of an active firefight. Okay. What are your thoughts on this?
If it's something you have to carry with two hands, it's not going to get used a whole lot, because it's like, what are you going to carry it across the map or something? It's like you're going to pick it up, and if you haven't found a use for it within 15 seconds, the average person is just going to drop it and be like, okay, forget it. I don't need to use this. So it sounds like it's going to be, maybe like some little propane tanks or something bundled together. I don't know, because they keep saying canisters. That's plural, so there's more than one. I don't know. I just feel it kind of just seems like this is another thing that's really going to have not a whole lot of effect on the game at all.
Exactly where I stand.
Because it's like if it's not like a lethal or a tactical that I could pick up and hold on me and move around the map and use it 10 minutes later, I'm not carrying that around. Unless it gives off a nuclear explosion and kills half the map, I'm not carrying that around. No,
yeah, exactly.
Because you probably won't be able to sprint as quickly. There will be animation for having to throw it down once you start getting shot at and all of that. But like it says here, if you're carrying it and start getting shot at, you're going to just blow up and kill your whole squad while using it. So I don't know.
This is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever read. Yeah.
There could be like some cute little plays for like camping pieces of shit. Like you pick one up when you see a team looting in an area and they had a vehicle, you throw it at the vehicle you know, when they get back in, try to shoot it and blow it up. But it's like, you could do that now with C4 anyways. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know.
This is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever seen. And these are what our development
unnecessary
time and resources. Exactly. Unnecessary fluff that'll basically never get used. Reminds me of a sentry gun. It's like if I pick up a sentry gun and I'm actually holding it, oh, I'm not carrying this around at all. I'll put it down right where I am just to fucking get rid of it.
Oh, well, you can't half the time because you won't be on a
it's also
completely flat surface, so you
exactly.
can't back. Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't mopped and swept the area first. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a cool whatever for me.
This doesn't matter, won't get used, and waste of their time, and therefore a waste of your time. Because they could have spent this time doing other things, fixing other bugs that will be in at launch of Season 1 that they didn't, and they were making a dumb fucking gas canister, just like a recon drone, or a sentry gun, or helicopters that shoot bullets out of them, or any number of other dumb shit that no one ever uses in Warzone, and just add it to the tally. So cool, this doesn't matter at all. Smile. Okay, let's see. Shallow water. While operators are not getting their sea legs in Caldera, thank God, by the way. Don't say sea legs also, yeah. They are now able to wade through shallow water seen in areas like the lagoon. Walking within water makes it harder to see footsteps, even to those operators with the tracker perk equipped.
Oh, no way.
I like how that implies that even without tracker, you could see footsteps if they're not in water.
In water, yeah.
Which is just not going... It's not true, nor will it be true. You're not going to start to follow fucking trails like some hunter. Okay, so this is... So, okay, cool. If you walk through water, you can't see the footsteps as easily. Yeah, no shit. Crouch in knee-high water, and you gain the effects of cold-blooded, but you cannot go prone. That's pretty interesting. Does it matter? Again, no. Not at all. But it is like, okay. That's something, I guess.
I don't.
It's a weird thing for them to add.
Very. It probably won't work anyways.
And it also won't work. Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great
There'll
point.
be certain little bodies of water where it just won't work and any cold-blooded won't work. So, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And then last sentence here, speaking of science, change it. Fire-based equipment now causes smoke when it hits water. Adding a new layer of tactics when traversing through open, shallow pools.
Whoa, that's a game changer, man.
This will not matter at all. This will not function like a smoke grenade. It will not help you cross anything.
Wait.
I'm almost positive.
Why doesn't the fire stay lit on the water? I don't get it. Why does it turn into smoke, man? What? That's crazy. I can't throw a Molotov at the water. It won't stay lit for 10 seconds?
They're trying to imply that if you did throw a Molotov into a river, that you would get so much smoke it would be equivalent to a smoke grenade, and therefore it would add a layer of tactics. When what'll actually happen is it's going to be like you just like exhaled a cigarette. It's going to be poof, and you can see through it the entire time. Certainly. There's no chance this is going to add a new layer of tactics to fucking anything.
Oh, they don't play the game, so they wouldn't know what a tactic is. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, cool.
What are your thoughts on there being water and being able to wade through it, though?
Well, remember, I don't know, I think that was in a Patreon episode where we were looking at the map. Maybe it was a regular episode, and I was like, what the fuck is this area? Like, why is it like shows it like it's water, but it's part of the map and you can actually go on. So we were like, is there going to be little stupid boats or like you had said, I think there's like land bridges or everything. And I was like, no, you can tell there's not bridges. So there we go. That answers that question. Because it's on the west side of the map. I don't remember what the area is called exactly, but
I know. Yeah, I remember. Like the southwest-ish.
There's like a bunch of tiny little islands in between. That is all water, and then there are some other areas too that have just little bodies of water. So, I mean, yeah, that's cool. It won't matter a whole. It's just gonna feel like it's another part of the map. It doesn't really affect a whole lot, I guess. So,
yeah, I don't think it does either. The things that are important about water being in games is you can't prone in it, like they said. You can't slide through it.
Yeah, I'm glad you can't prone in it. That's good.
And yeah, that's nice.
Can't drown yourself. Yeah.
And you also, what was I going to say? Oh, you'll probably move slower too, which actually could impact games for sure. Like, I don't know, if you're trying to outrun circle or something, or you're trying to get into circle, or you're trying to get past some team, if you know you're going to have to cross water if you're in this area, you might not do it, depending on how much slower you move through it. But it will impact some games. It'll be interesting. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you can't swim. That's the main takeaway for me, is I'm glad you can't swim. So
true.
The Gulag drop back in, ready for combat. I'm not reading this. Gulag winners come back with their Gulag items, just like they do in Iron Trials. So if you like kill the other person in the Gulag with one bullet, then you keep all the ammo, the tactical, the lethal, the secondary. You keep it all. And instead of just coming back with like the pistol you start the game with. That was originally done in Iron Trials.
Yes.
And we had speculated Iron Trials was a testing ground for a ranked Warzone mode, but maybe it was a test for some shit like this.
Yeah, maybe everyone just got baited.
Yeah, us included. But how do you feel about this in normal BR? If you win your Gulag, you come back with your Gulag setup.
I like it because it gives you a chance to, maybe fight back, and it may cause people to kind of land back in a hotter area where usually they would kind of just land somewhere else and reset. So like maybe if your team gets killed, you guys, let's say you all win the Gulag, you're probably more likely to try to land on your shit again and maybe try to fight that team that's there that just killed you.
True.
If you get in a pinch because you have guns. Whereas otherwise, if you come back and you're like, okay, let's go reset military or something when you just died at hospital. So yeah, I'm totally fine with this. I like this change. I'm glad it's in. I
like it too, for every reason you just mentioned. Yeah. 100%. So that's good. And also, it's not like your Gulag gun's going to be better than a loadout gun. So you're still going to be punished by losing all your plates, money, ammo, most of your money, ammo, and your loadout guns. So you're going to lose a lot still. You'll be punished enough. This gives you a chance to fight back without being like, too good. So I like that a lot. Okay. Contracts and public events. During a match, squads can find new contracts to complete, such as a supply drop contract, which airlifts a valuable crate onto the map for anyone to pick up, but only has its exact location revealed by the contracted squad. Another is a big game bounty, which targets the operator with the highest kill count, but only once per game, while another, by the way, isn't every... Oh, only one team. Okay. While another contract, known as the top secret contract, is as one could expect, redacted, until you pick it up, but comes with greater rewards compared to the standard loot from the contract types it chooses from. As for public events, expect restocks and resurgences from Rebirth Island to come to Caldera. That's been in this event that's been going on in Warzone. What is it called? Secrets of the Pacific. They've been restocking supply boxes like they've been doing in Rebirth Island. That's coming to Caldera, which is something. In addition to the cash drops event you may have seen during Operation Flashback. There are also rumors of redacted weapon crates that can appear around the island, which contain the coveted redacted weapon blueprints seen in Verdansk, and we've seen those before. They're guns with 7 attachments. In Warzone, I forget the event, but this was relatively recently, 2 or 3 months ago. And armaments extracted from the, get this, meta-forward galaxy brains of the studio's gunsmith gurus.
Gunsmith guru.
Wow. How dare they say that?
Yeah, galaxy brain.
I just can't believe it. So, anyways, couple interesting things here. So first of all, supply drop contract airlifts a valuable crate onto the map for anyone to pick up. Don't care. Won't get this. And also, it'll probably take you as long to loot this crate as it currently does to loot the supply chopper crates that drop in Warzone. So Warzone, there's sometimes the event, the supply choppers, they have a fuck ton of health, but they don't shoot. You shoot them down, they drop a crate, it's marked on the map for everyone. You go, you hold X or square or triangle or whatever to loot it, and then you have to continue holding it for 7 minutes and 30 seconds. It'll probably take about that long to do this dog shit supply drop stuff. Won't do it. Refuse. Another is a big game bounty. This is worth talking about, which targets the operator with the highest kill count, but only once per game. So there's this contract called Big Game Bounty, and it can only, from what I'm understanding, this can only be picked up one time. So if I pick up a Big Game Bounty contract, all the other ones despawn on the map, and then there's a contract on whoever has the highest kills in the lobby. What are your thoughts on this contract?
Yeah, I was thinking it was the other way around, but I guess if it's highlighting the person with the most kills, technically someone could be... Okay, yeah, that seems broken there. So if it's like only your team can pick it up once, but it highlights the top earner, and if that person's the top... If that person has the most kills for the entire game, that means they can be that big game bounty like 5 or 6 times. That's fucking annoying and stupid.
Yeah, I think it just means only once will you
get it. It should be only once can someone even get marked from it, but then that kind of defeats the purpose of the contract.
I think that is what it means.
I don't know.
I think that's what it means. This contract can be acquired a total of 1 time by anyone and everyone in a game. I'm pretty sure that's what this means.
I don't know. This is, again, one of those big things that you see all the streamers bitching about, saying like, oh, like this is basically like stream sniping. It's like, what? It's if they're stream sniping you, they're going to be looking at where you're at anyways. I don't know.
True.
It's kind of cool because if people are the top kill earner in the game, they're going to want people coming to them so they can kill them anyways, right? I don't really see what the big con of that is. Again, pretty much with a bunch of these things, I just don't know and don't care about, and they sound fine, and I'll have to play it to see. Like, nothing here really sounds that bad, including this one. This one actually got more hate than than that loadout change, and I'm not really understanding why. I don't know if I'm not getting something with it, or if people are thinking differently for me, but this, I don't know, this doesn't sound like a big deal to me.
Yeah.
Like, I would be fine with that, because you're just getting fed kills, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. I don't think this matters at all either.
Yeah, to me, this just sounds like another new contract in the game. Nothing bad. I don't know.
Yeah, because think about, too, if you play a whole game of Warzone, you're going to have a bounty on you or one of your teammates every game.
Yeah.
Like, if you make it to final circle, you will have had a bounty placed on you. So who cares? So the worst case scenario, maybe you'll have 2 bounties on you in one game if someone gets a regular bounty and then also a big game bounty.
Yeah.
But, like, okay, that's fine. Like, we've all survived having bounties on us. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
And like you said, yeah, that's true. If you have the most kills in the game, you probably want more. So you'll probably be happy people coming to you. So yeah, I don't think this is very impactful at all. I agree. It'll be cool to see. Go ahead.
Yeah. Just like some of these things that people get mad about are weird to me. I don't know. It's like the same group of people that didn't like the loadout change. Now they also don't like this, and I'm just not understanding. It's like, dude, you run around the map looking for kills. It's just one more team that's going to come to you that you don't have to look for, that then you can kill, Yeah. Like, I don't get the hate against it. I don't know.
As someone who would pick it up, it would be fun too.
Yeah.
Because if you pick up a big game bounty, you're like, okay, this is the best team in the lobby right now. We need to kill them, and then the rest of this game is going to be a lot easier.
True, yeah.
But it's going to be a bit of a toughie to kill them, potentially.
Yeah. It'll be a fun little fight. And going into that, get your fucking head in the game. We're going up against a good squad right here.
Yep. And also, simultaneously, I think if you are the target of a big game bounty, first of all, you have the most kills in the match. That's potentially good to know. And then also you'll know, okay, someone had the audacity, the balls to pick up a big game bounty they probably think they're really good. They probably are better than the average team picking up on any old bounty. So if I'm the target of a big game bounty, I'm going to be a little more on alert than if I was the target of just a regular bounty, perhaps. Because the types of people who are going to pick up a big game bounty are going to skew toward better players than the average bounty.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think a lot of people even pay attention. I think they'll just pick them up, honestly.
We'll see. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. But I think this will be cool. I think this will be a cool dynamic. I think it's going to be a lot more fun to pick these up than it is to be targeted by them. But
yeah.
Still, I'm not mad about it. It's more content. I'm fine with it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you play Warzone to get in gunfights, right?
Exactly.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
You have a bounty on your head every game, like you just said, so.
Yeah, exactly. So.
I don't know.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, the restocking thing I think is cool too. Where boxes reset and you can re-loot them again. Because there are times when you regain late game in Warzone, and it's like, dude, everything's been looted. I can't get money. I can't even buy plates. Like, everything's been looted. It's too late for me now. Like, you know. So the fact that they restock, I think, is fine. Because not like it's restocking with fucking loadout markers. It's like you'll find like a plate and some ammo. It's like
it's like actually like one plate, a shitty gun, and a little bit of ammo every single time. Yeah, it's nothing good.
Yeah, exactly. So
but that combined with, you know, getting back from the gulag with your guns, that kind of creates like a little mini decent class maybe, because you're gonna land, you're probably gonna have a gun, you can get a little bit of ammo out of that crate, you know, one plate here or there. So I like it. Yeah, it's cute.
I think it's fine. So yeah, I'm good with that. And then the redacted weapon blueprints, I don't care. I'd prefer my loadout gun to some redacted weapon blueprint anyway. So it might be nice to find that before I load out, but I'm not going to use the meta forward galaxy brains of the studios' meta gun setups over mine. Thanks. Hey,
that is quite the sentence.
Quite the sentence, isn't it?
The meta forward galaxy brains of the studio's gunsmith gurus. I can read that sentence 100 times and it still doesn't seem to make sense completely. It's just it's a weird sentence. It's a weird thing to say. I don't like any of it, really.
I hate it, of course. So anyway, hey, you could put 40 attachments on a gun, still picking mine, thanks. Still picking my 10 attachment setup, thanks.
Yeah.
So I don't care about that at all. Doesn't matter. And that's pretty much it for that part. Okay. Ho, 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 gentlemen. The holidays came early here at Manscaped, the leading men's hygiene brand. Manscaped just launched new products, including their all-new ultra-premium body wash and a 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. It's time to give yourself, or your disgusting uncle who comes over on Christmas, the gift of beautiful skin, hair, and balls this holiday season. Go to manscaped.com and use code DROPSHOT for 20% off and free shipping. Untrimmed pubes are a thing of the past, and it's possible you have Santa's beard in your pants. It's time to leave your significant other some cookies and milk at the bottom of your chimney. I'm talking about the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The lawnmower just bangs, dude. The light is so good, works super well, yet to cut myself. Inside the Performance Package 4.0, you will find the signature said Lawnmower 4.0. This electric trimmer has proprietary, advanced, skin-safe technology to reduce cuts on your nuts. It's also waterproof, so you can use it in the shower, which is very nice. It's like a gift to your partner with less mess. The Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 also includes the Crop Preserver and Crop Reviver, an anti-chafing ball deodorant, moisturizer, and toner. It's time to keep your North Pole feeling and smelling fresh. This hygiene bundle will also come with a pair of Manscaped anti-chafing boxers that'll keep your junk feeling fresh all day. The perfect package for your perfect package. Manscaped is going beyond the groin with their new ultra premium body wash. It's infused with aloe vera and sea salt to keep your skin feeling clean, nice, and moisturized. They also just launched their new 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner which has key ingredients with benefits that include hydrating, nourishing, conditioning the scalp, and strengthening your hair at the same time. 'Tis the season to load up on Manscaped products. So get yourself, your dad, your brother, your disgusting uncle, the best gift of all, the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0. Guys, Manscaped is kind enough to support this show. Support the show, support us by supporting Manscaped and supporting yourself, your lady friend, your brothers, the men in your life. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code DROPSHOT at manscaped.com. Every guy out there needs to add Manscaped to their wish list this season. That is 20% off and free shipping with the code DROPSHOT at manscaped.com. 20% off, free shipping, code DROPSHOT, manscaped.com. Clean up your nuts and make Santa proud this year. Okay, next section here is not interesting. There will be holiday modes coming to the game soon for the holidays. And then also normal season launch shit. So we're going to get 2 guns in the battle pass tiers or whatever. Same old shit. Holiday modes will be fine. They're not going to be good though. They have way too much on their plate to make a fun and exciting Christmas mode. They're going to like have a Christmas tree and like a couple buildings maybe. And then that's it.
Dude, cover the whole map in snow.
Yeah, that would be really cool. But they of course won't be doing that. So it's also a tropical island.
And like that first sip of that hot chalky.
Keep that thing on you, huh?
Yeah.
How many mellows do you put in your dumb fucking mouth on the first sip? You gotta save some mellows, right?
A lot end up getting saved. They don't end up getting into my mouth, dude, because you get the liquid from the edge and the little marshies don't get in there.
Kind of use your as a what's it called? What is it? Strainer.
I got one.
A strainer.
Well, here's what you do. That's why I have a spoon handy here. So once I get towards the bottom, I just eat the marshmallows out.
Yeah, got it. Yeah,
like a galaxy brain.
Yeah, a galaxy brain hot chocolate guru. All right, so yeah. Anyway, holiday modes, don't care. Next. Yeah. So most of the following we already kind of know. Vanguard owners will get 24 hours of exclusive access to Caldera. On the 8th, and then it releases globally on the 9th. What we didn't know is this. There's going to be a special one-day only Rebirth Island playlist for December 8th until December 9th. During that early access period, there will be one-day only Rebirth Island playlists. So it's going to be, again, let me remind you, 24 hours during Caldera early access, which means no one will be playing it. So I don't know what they could possibly have planned as a special one-day only Rebirth playlist that could possibly be more worthwhile to play than the new fucking Warzone map, the first new map ever. But guess what I won't be doing ever is even thinking about this Rebirth Island playlist.
Well, the TikTokers need content, so they'll be on it.
They'll be on Caldera because they need content. That's the thing.
They'll still be on Rebirth, yeah.
They'll multi-box, maybe. So, yeah. That's kind of cool, I guess, if you don't want to pre-order Vanguard and you want to cope and seethe for 24 hours. Just fucking seethe. Just crying, red face, snot running down your mouth as you're sweating your ass off in a special one-day-only Rebirth Island playlist for 24 hours. That's cool. I don't know why they would, again, waste development time and resources making a playlist for a day for Rebirth Island that so few people are going to play compared to their new map. But whatever, there you go. And then also Vanguard Plunder will be a thing in Caldera. So Plunder will be coming back. That has been confirmed.
That's good. Good for leveling up guns.
So that is good for leveling up guns, yes. So what do we have here? And then this last piece here is pretty much stuff we already knew. So there are 2 major differences between a Vanguard Royale and traditional Battle Royale. So we had talked about how all the vehicles and the whatever, that was actually a separate playlist when the new map comes out called Vanguard Royale. Here are the 2 major differences. New vehicles and dogfighting. fly fighter planes that rain down fire on foes or head for the AA guns or trucks to shoot them out of the skies. So there's going to be flak guns, trucks to shoot fighter planes out. That's okay. And then there are also other ground-based vehicles, including a squad transport all-terrain car that will help your squad cut through and around the island. So that's actually pretty nice because it sounds like that's going to be some cover or at the very least some mobility from the fighter planes.
Yeah.
A focus on Vanguard weapons. Loadouts can only contain Vanguard weaponry, streamlining the meta for more accessibility and room for experimentation. That's pretty cool. I think.
I didn't even think of it that way. So you can kind of like test out guns that otherwise you may get shit on in regular Battle Royale because, you know, Cold War guns will still be really good or something. So if you're like trying out some setup, you can go play this and you'll know that only people are using like weapons kind of.
Yeah. That might be important for the first maybe 2 to 3 months, but I think anytime after that, it's going to be all Vanguard and regular BR anyway. But yeah, that's a good point. That will change the meta a lot, obviously, I think.
Yeah.
But I think down the road, 6 months after launch, the meta in Vanguard is going to be the same as regular BR because everything's going to be Vanguard anyway. Circle collapse changes, in-game events, and more. The radii and times for circle collapses are altered to offer a different pace of play, especially with dogfighting overhead. So it is unclear whether they mean circles close more quickly or less quickly. I would imagine they close faster since you can fly into the zone. That's what I'm guessing, but they said altered, so I don't actually know if that's true. And I also don't care because I'll never play this mode. Also, expect an in-game event at each circle collapse. Bombing runs and different items both within Caldera's overworld and contract rewards. I don't know what that sentence means. I don't know what that sentence means.
I don't either.
And again, I don't really care. But the fact that there will be in-game events is pretty cool. This sounds more and more every time I hear more details on it, like a pretty cool, fun, bullshit party mode. I'm 50, or I'm drunk and I want to like be casual and have fun with my friends kind of mode. Because
this will be full of LARPers, yeah.
Yeah, there's bombing runs, there's dogfighting. No Vic, there's in-game events. Like, this isn't going to be super competitive, and there's going to be a lot of RNG, it sounds like, but it also has the grounds for being maybe more immersive and therefore fun if you're into that sort of thing. So I think this is cool. I like it. And I can't stress this enough. Don't get me wrong. I will never play it, but I'm glad it's coming to the... Yeah, we'll try it a couple times. But I'm glad it's coming to the game. Because, that will be fun for a lot of people. And if this is done well, it does sound like it could be quite fun, actually. If you're, again, into that sort of thing. It's not going to be super competitive, but it sounds like it could be really fun. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. It's not something I'm going to play a whole lot, so it doesn't really... I don't really care a whole lot. I also still haven't played the campaign from Vanguard. But I've heard the mechanics for flying were kind of shit. Did you think that too?
Oh, let me tell you. Guess how far I've played the campaign?
Up until that mission.
And I never have played it again. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen that a lot on Twitter. And JGod was streaming earlier, and I kind of was watching for a bit, and he was playing the campaign, and he started playing it, and he's like, "Whoa." He's like, these planes do not feel good. He's like, I wonder if this is what it's going to feel like in Warzone, because these are not easy to use. They're not fun to use.
They're awful.
And then shortly after, I think it was actually that mission, he's like, okay, I'm done with the campaign. And then he got off and started playing multiplayer again.
Yep. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the campaign was fine until that mission. And I was like, oh, okay, I don't care anymore. I don't care this much.
It was like they were going super fast, and he's like, how do I even slow down and shoot the planes? He was like all confused, but I haven't played it, so I don't know, but that was kind of funny to see.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. It's a game mode for sure. You won't catch me playing it every day, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, you'll catch me inside regular BR. You won't catch me
sure.
outside in Vanguard Royale. How about that? So, yeah. So that's that. So then, other than that, we got some pieces of media on the new map. So I've got a total of 9 pieces of media for you guys here, and I will be showing them on my screen. And these are good pieces of media. So that's pretty much it for information. If you're listening on an app, we'll do our best to describe these to you. And I think it's still going to be worth tuning in because we'll give you the important thoughts on what less of a description of what the picture is, but more why it's important, or maybe is important, which I think there's a case to be made for that, a lot of this being important. So let me see, I have them all up. Okay, good. So we're going to go through these pictures here and just kind of talk about them a little bit. So I'm going in reverse order because that's how the links open, Tanner. So here we see this first picture here. This looks, first of all, these look like actual in-game screenshots. This looks exactly like I would expect a screenshot of the game to look. Do you remember quite a while ago, Tanner, we did a Patreon episode and there was some leak about the new Warzone map? I think this was pre-1984. And there was a picture of something called sub-base or sub-pens.
Sub-pens, yeah.
This is what we saw from a different angle.
Yeah.
We saw it from the left looking right instead of from the right looking left, but that is what was leaked, and they just didn't know what they were looking at. This is it.
And this is a POI on the new map, and this is called Subpen. So I'm wondering if this is actually going to be like the Vanguard Subpens map when you're inside of it at all.
I think it will be.
If it'll be, almost exactly like that or just kind of laid out similar to it. Because, this Subpen closest to us in the image here, you can see, there's a ship sticking out of it, which is how Subpens is in Vanguard, the multiplayer map. So maybe that right there may be pretty much a replica of the map inside of Warzone here. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. Yeah. So that will be interesting to see. I'm also looking pretty intently at this roof here. I'm getting real Roof of Decon vibes. Real Roof of Decon vibes, which I think I like. Rebirth Island Decon.
There's a roof up there, isn't there?
That seems also like a quite strong roof. I'm noticing a staircase going to the roof.
There are stairs to get up to the roof,
So there's both an external staircase and it appears an internal staircase. So you can get to the top from outside.
Oh, it's like a ramp or something there, huh? Is that what you're looking at?
Yes.
Right above the staircase? Yep, I see that.
Yeah, exactly. So like you could get to the top of the roof from outside or inside the building. That's good. You want a lot of points of access to a roof, so that it's not like impossible to take it from another team. So that's good. I'm not seeing any rappels. Now, a rappel would be kind of hard to see maybe, so maybe I'm overthinking it, but I'm a little worried that I don't see a rappel here. I don't know if they would have rendered that, coded it in, whatever, but there needs to be at least 2 rappels to this roof as well. But other than that, it looks pretty good. The outside here on the right, decent amount of cover, looks fun to play. And then the biggest crazy thing to me is, look the top right of this image. Look at how steep that is. Yeah. That is steep as shit, dude.
That's how, a lot of these images have looked. This map is definitely going to be vertical. Very vertical.
Super vertical.
I kind of think, you know what? This may end up actually being worse than how Verdansk is, because right now, what do we complain about? The big buildings and shit. Well, if everywhere you go on the map is just mountains like this, I think ultimately that will be worse than having buildings all around. Because it's going to be the same thing, but even worse. Someone's just at the top of a mountain and they have a nasty head glitch on you shooting down. So I don't know. That's really starting to worry me from all these screenshots I've seen. I'm just mountains fucking everywhere. Another thing from this one is, I mean, I can count about 3 billion palm trees in this image.
That's a lot of frames.
Way too many.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even thinking that. It's just you can't see shit through those. So maybe that's good. Maybe they did that on purpose. So when someone's on top of a mountain, they can't look down on you. But the thing with these is like you can look where it casts all these shadows. That is not going to be easy to see people running through all those shadows and everything. I don't know. That's kind of starting to worry me as well with visibility. Because aside from that, like the colors look good. Like, you know, this little crane down here is real cute and vibrant. All the other buildings are vibrant. Yeah, super yellow.
Couldn't be more yellow, really.
A lot of stuff is very green, but the palm trees are worrying me. I can't wait till someone's on top of the volcano and they get full aim assist through the palm trees, even though they can't see me.
True.
But they're still tracking me, so that'll be, I'm sure, real fun and exciting. That'll absolutely happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, looks pretty cute.
Yeah.
Nice little area. Trying to figure out, is that a road back behind there or train tracks?
That appears to be a road.
Is there a train on this map? I figured there would be, but it's not really looking like that. I'm looking at the actual image of the map as well, and I don't see anything that looks like train tracks here. I wonder if it's just not going to be on this game.
I don't know.
Or this map.
I don't know. Yeah, moving train
kind of
would
weird.
be dynamic, different. And by the way, if you're listening to this, we do also post the video version of the podcast on YouTube. Go to thedropshot.com. You can find our Patreon there. Sign up there first, obviously. But then also you could find a link to our YouTube. Subscribe, watch the video versions of the podcast. They go live at the same time as the audio version. Yep. And we have the screenshots pulled up on the podcast video version, so you can see them and tag along if you wanted. So, all right. Let's go to this next image here.
Let's go to the next one.
So again, I'm going in reverse order. So this is... Whoa. So like right here, it's a lot more flat. You can still definitely see mountains or hills. We've had that confusion before. We also see a waterfall. We see some buildings. The tallest building is 3 stories, which is good in this screenshot. That water is a big deal, by the way, because if you look at where the bridge is, and then go just south of it, you could cross under the bridge, but that's like a fair bit of water you have to move through. So if someone sees you while you're in it, you don't have cover, you won't be able to sprint away because you're in water, you're fucked. Or if you take the bridge, that bridge is as elevated as a bridge could possibly be, and you're going to be super visible, and people are going to be looking at that bridge a lot. So crossing these water barriers is actually going to be pretty perilous and require some planning, I think. And I like that. It's like a natural choke point is these bridges. Like in current Verdansk, there are bridges across the ravine. Don't care, because it's dry and I can just walk or run or drive through it. But in this game, if you don't take the bridge, you're going to move slower. You're going to move a lot slower. So, and I wonder if you can drive like a car through the water. You probably can if it allows you to wade. Actually, never mind. You probably could. But it might be tough to do. Lots of color. Again, very green, but there's different colors as well. I like this a lot.
I'm trying to figure out where this is on the map. I feel like this is probably power plant based on what you're seeing there, right? You would imagine.
It's power plant, yeah.
But when I'm looking at power plant on the map, I can't quite figure out what angle this is looking at it from or anything. I don't even see a river down there really, so I don't know what's going on. But again, a ton of palm trees. No tall buildings, cute little gas station there. Cute little 2-story buildings. You can get access from. That one looks kind of like double stack in Verdansk right now. Kind of just they use like similar layouts and everything there, but everything looks nice. The same little towers are back like you get at TV station right now. You know that one tower you can climb all the way to the top of. There are other spots on the map too, but you know, you can get all the way, climb that ladder and get up and snipe from there. So nothing changed there, but yeah, looks nice.
Yeah, looks fun. All right, next here is, oh wow, God, I'm just seeing so many colors. I'm not used to it.
This one's gorgeous.
So this
gorgeous brickwork, stonework on that building.
Yeah, that's a Freemason made this one. So there's like I don't know what flag that is. Looks like an embassy to me. This is I know where this is though. This is downtown, or what is it called in this game or on this map? It's on the
Capitol.
Capitol. Yeah, there's 100% Capitol.
You can zoom in on Capitol and see exactly what building this is. Actually,
Yeah.
it is.
This is
appears to be the biggest building. Actually, the
Yes.
biggest building at Capitol, maybe the biggest building on the map. Who knows?
And it is 3 stories tall. Well, 4 stories tall if you count the clock, the big clock.
Yeah,
giant fucking mountain face right behind it.
giant.
And then
you won't be able to camp up there.
Yeah, yeah, and we've seen pretty much all of this before. This is just a different little angle here.
Yeah, one thing I'm not loving about this building is doesn't look like you can get out through any of those windows. So it's like you see maybe one door. Okay, I guess there's little side doors there, but still it's like just a few doors in and out of there. I feel like that'd kind of be a disaster to fight inside of and actually get out.
Yeah, you're right.
It just doesn't seem like there's much access in or out of the building.
True. It's like there's bars on those windows so you can't get out of them.
Yeah. I don't know. The street looks real cute and everything. The little cars parked all around. I like it.
It's going to be cool to play in like Civilization. Because like Verdansk is all like fucking teepees and smoke signals.
Yeah.
And like log cabins at the absolute most. But
Yeah.
here we have like a bustling fucking not metropolitan, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, don't
whatever.
call it metropolitan. Yeah,
Urban area, there's like cars, there's electricity, there's sidewalks. There's no sidewalks in Verdansk. There maybe is in Promenade.
There's sidewalks, absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, this is like, it'll be thematically, I'm excited for this. But
yeah.
from a gameplay point of view too, I think this is going to be pretty good. Stay out of the street. And yeah, this will be fun. Being on the roof of the Capitol building also is going to be extremely dangerous because of behind you.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to be so visible that you won't even be able to really go up there, which will be interesting.
It kind of makes you think almost any building on the top of in Capitol, there's gonna be someone up on that hill that can shoot down on you.
Yes, anywhere in this area.
I feel like snipers are gonna end up being really good on this map.
It depends, like you said, on how many lines of sight there are. Because like in this picture, if you're on top of the hill and you're sniping, you have line of sight on everything in Capitol. But in that first picture we looked at, with all those fucking palm trees, you'd have a real tough time sniping down.
Yeah, that's true.
So it does depend, I think. But yeah, that's a good observation. I think.
Oh, by the way, one thing I don't like that you can notice from all these images is there's still a fog on the map. There's that haze.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah,
yep, it's pretty noticeable. Like there's a haze not too far out from where your character stands. It's your view is gonna be kind of blocked. So
yeah, it's a bit.
That'll be similar to Verdansk.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, it still looks way brighter. Doesn't seem to be like huge glare anywhere, so it's going to be a lot better in that sense.
I think it'll be overall better, yeah. Let's go to this next image here.
Ooh.
This is pretty.
Is this my beachfront bungalow in Hawaii, dude? Holy shit, man.
No, it's not. This looks like I don't know what kind of building that is. Is that like a...
Bungalows.
Like a Russian
This is
Orthodox
resort.
church
This is resort.
Oh. Really?
Called resort, buddy.
Resort. Huh?
Yeah, those are the little lagoons. That's why they're numbered. See, that's adorable. There's a little sign that says bar this way, beach that way.
Oh,
cute.
Yeah, that is cute.
I'm going to drink so many Mai Tais at that bar, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Holy shit.
I'm going to drink the blood of my enemies, but you do that.
That's my first landing spot is the bar at resort. We're going to get a little drink before we get rowdy.
Got it. Yeah. Well, okay. So this looks cool. I like it. I don't really have too much to say here. You see more water. I also wonder how far into the water you can go, Like if you just went straight past the sign into the ocean, like how far will it let you wade in the water?
Well, it shows you if you pull up the one main map image. It shows you. It looks like you have a little bit of water access on pretty much around the entire map because there's a dotted red line that goes around the whole thing. So where are we at here? Resort O. So it doesn't look like you can. Maybe you can go in the water there, or is that the beach? I don't know. But you can get off of the land. Either that's the sand or the ocean. I don't know. But you can go in a short ways. Yeah. I mean, it won't matter. No, it's not like you're gonna be running through that fighting, anyways. But
yeah. But yeah,
I like this area.
This looks cool. Yeah.
That's going to be a very hot part of the map right there. So you have Capital, Resort, and Subpen all right in that bottom corner right there. It's going to be a fun area for sure.
That resort looks like a lot of loot too.
It does. Like another thing I'm noticing from that,
almost.
None of those windows doesn't look like you can break them, get access to them. So it's kind of going to be like the apartments in Verdansk now where big building, but you can't see out of like any of the windows once you're inside of it.
Yeah, true.
But this one actually kind of makes it seem like you have access and can like loot all of these rooms and everything. Yeah, it looks really nice. I like this part.
Yeah. All right, moving on here. Next one. Oh, this is just another view. This is the opposite side of Capital. So this is like halfway up the mountain on that perch. And you're looking down here. And now you can sort of see what kind of visibility you can expect. So like I was saying, if someone's on the roof of Capital right now, Dink City. Just a free, easy line of sight. Especially if I'm farther up the mountain. Like, they have no chance. So, it's also very obvious you can get on top of Capital. I mean, you can see there's, like, abundant walkways.
Yeah.
And then...
This is the first look at a rappel as well.
Oh, yeah, that's correct. Yeah, there's the rappel right here.
One right at the top of this old... Yeah, it's like a bunker. And I hope I can shoot that cannon, by the way. I would love to be able to fire that thing.
And we'll edit that out. And then also, I think in the top left, that's the little Tower of Resort.
Yeah, you're right. You are definitely right. Fuck, I'm getting excited. I think you pretty much described it perfectly. It's going to feel like you're actually fighting in Civilization. It's going to be weird.
It is going to be weird.
Like, this almost seems... in a sense, like more realistic, and I like that aspect of the map. I don't know. It just seems way more fun to fight here than just ugly, stupid Verdansk.
Yeah. It's going to feel more like alive almost. I don't know. I agree with you,
Bustling.
Though. Yeah, bustling, exactly.
Bussin'.
It's just going to be, it's bustling. Yeah, it's going to be bustling for
Bussin'.
sure. Yeah. Let's move on to the next image here. Okay. What the fuck is this?
Let's see.
This...
Oh, I know what this is.
I don't. Like
I don't know.
Quarry?
Is this G? No, it's not Beachhead. Is this B maybe? Docks? Arsenal?
It's docks. Yeah, look at all the...
Arsenal. Nope, it's Arsenal.
Look at all the sea cans.
You stupid fuck. Look at
all
A.
the sea cans.
Pull up the main map and look at A.
Link the map.
It's here. You have it. It's the top image. That's what I've been looking at every single time. All right, that one pulled up as well.
Oh, got it.
Look at A, zoom in. You can see that cutout. That's that part of the map. You see?
Hold on.
Zoom in on A, little buddy. You can see it there.
It's B.
It's not.
No, I don't know. Maybe it's A.
It's absolutely A. I mean, no doubt in my fucking mind it's A.
What are your thoughts on docks?
You can see the half circle cut out. I don't know. This is probably the least interesting part I've seen so far, to be honest.
I think because I hate it. Yeah.
You know why? Because it feels less like Civilization. It's docks. This just kind of just feels like Verdansk. It's whatever. There's a few hangars. Way too many sea cans there. Yeah. I don't know.
This is like
whatever.
Port. Reminds me of Port. There's
yeah,
just like,
doesn't look like a real great area to loot.
Yeah, exactly. Big buildings, out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of dog shit. Also, I don't know what this recessed area is in the middle, this fucking pit. I don't know why, by the way, you would make a city next to the sea and then build underneath that level. Don't get it. Not an architect,
well, I'm pretty sure
don't get it.
That's like a like it's like a shipbuilding type thing almost.
Oh, so they can
That's
fill
what
it
I
up if they
figured
want?
it would be. Yeah, and like put a ship in there and work on it. That's what I thought it was. Because like,
maybe. Yeah, you could be
you know
right.
how they like take ships and then they work on them out of water? So it's like they would pull it in and then take all the water out or something, drain the water out.
I think that's what these cranes are for, to hold it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah.
So I think
Either
that's
way,
what it
whatever.
is.
Looting around in there, terrible idea. It's going to be a bad spot to be, like in that fucking death pit. Just everyone shooting down on you from 360 degrees. Really bad play. So yeah, this is the least interesting image to me, and I'll be staying away from this area.
Not very interesting at all.
Yeah. Right, next here. Next we have Arsenal.
No.
He's so mad. Yeah, this is probably
I'm furious.
So this looks terrible. I hate it. This reminds me sort of storage area, but
This is shipment. Look at it. That's shipment.
oh, fuck me, it is. It is shipment.
It's like shipment, yeah. Sea
It is
can's
shipment.
open
No,
there.
it is
There's one
shipment.
in the middle that's
Yup.
open.
This is
There's a
shipment.
forklift on one side. Yeah, little shipments thrown in there. I wish I knew what part of the map this was.
Yeah, let's take a
It
look
probably
at the
is like docks or something, just because there's a bunch
would
of sea
imagine
cans
it's
there. So I
docks,
would
yeah.
imagine.
I think it's probably docks. Yeah. let
Oh
me
yeah,
zoom in.
you could also see in the background if you zoom in. By the way, there's a ship. See like the top of a ship, like it's radar towers and stuff. So that would fall in line with it being at docks.
Yeah, it probably is at docks.
That's
Yeah.
kind of cute. What's with that smoke, by the way, up there? What's that smoke coming from? It's interesting.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Hmm.
Oh, it's like a chimney. You can see the one to the right too. It's coming out of the thing. They're burning coal.
Wow. They should be using electricity. Pieces of shit.
Yeah, where are the solar panels?
Destroying the
Activision
environment. Yeah.
promoting
Yeah,
the
give us
destruction of the environment.
Actually,
Well,
yeah.
Activision denies climate change. Got it. You heard it here
True.
first. That's
Confirmed.
a joke. Yeah, okay, well, shipment's fine. I mean, I don't want to play
Shipment's in
Warzone
the
on
game.
shipment at all. So this, I'll be staying as
Yeah.
far fucking away from here as I possibly can.
You don't like this part, buddy? Yeah.
Absolutely not. This
Got it.
gives me Quarry vibes, actually, like the buildings behind,
Quarry vibes.
where it's
huh?
like there's the building,
Yeah.
it's kind of linked with the thing, you know?
Yeah, because it has that that overhead passageway that's like off the ground. So it's like 3 stories up. There's a word for that. What's that thing called? I don't
Hallway?
know. There's a word for that. No. Definitely not hallway. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I get what you're saying there. This is kind of cute. But yeah, give me civilization. That's what I would rather have for sure.
Yeah, it's too industrial for me. But yeah, it looks fine. It's cool that
Yeah.
shipment's in. That's funny. Yeah, that was a good catch.
1v1 me on shipment on
And-
Caldera.
And we'll edit that out. And then here's the last image. This is something. This is kind
Really?
of a new look.
Really?
It's like a dilapidated hangar that is not seeing use. So this is like where Tanner grew up, right? A lot of overgrown grass, vehicles that have fallen into disrepair, no cement, no pavement.
Yeah, true. Nice little Jeep park there.
A Jeep that's broken down. Yep. Raccoons, beavers, all of them.
Yeah, no beavers, but got
Coolers
it.
full of natty ice. And I'm kidding. So, but yeah, it is like a dilapidated kind of rundown hangar. A lot of overgrown grass, a dirt runway with some little shit plane that is
It's a Corsair.
okay. That is not functional, and not much else going on.
It
here.
looks pretty functional, to be honest.
That looks functional to you?
It looks like a functional plane.
Interesting.
It's lined up. It's ready to take off.
Well, it won't be functional in regular BR. I mean, so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, correct.
That's all.
It looks fun. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I can't figure out where this one is on the map either.
You think that vehicle is drivable?
It better fucking be. That better be our new TAC rover. Because that can fit.
Really fucking small. It looks like a miniature.
Those
little
were tiny.
RV,
Have you ever
dude.
seen those old World War II Jeeps in real life?
No.
They are unbelievably tiny. You don't
That'd be
realize how
fun to
small
drive.
cars were back then. Their little tires are like probably actually narrower than your Yeti bottle that you drink out
That's
of.
crazy.
Like they're
dude.
stinky little
They must have
tires.
just
Yeah,
been
they're cute.
flipping them things, dude.
Oh, they're dog shit. Yeah, fuck those old Jeeps.
Yeah, this is an area I would not want to play at, really. This is going to be somewhere where it is not hot to drop. Wherever this is on the map, there won't be people here.
Yeah.
I mean, does not look very lootable. What do you know, there's a chest or two in the hangar, and then
Oh, I found it.
in
This
the
is
trunk
C.
of the car, maybe.
Oh, this is runway.
This is
And
C,
you even
huh?
look on the main map, runway is a dead area. There's like one decent sized building in that whole part.
Yeah,
And that's
definitely.
also up by like docks. Not going to be a hot spot of the map, yeah. So you got docks, runway, and then arsenal, which was the other spot we were just looking at. That side of the map going to be, yeah, not nearly as hot as it will be down south with like Capital or over at airport, shit like that. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
where all the trash cans will be dropping for sure.
Yeah.
You can catch me at the state capitol for sure. I'll be
You
at
can
the
catch
state
me at the
capitol building.
resort, sipping on the blood of my enemies, yeah.
Yeah.
So, overall thoughts on these images of the new map?
Gorgeous. One thing you can notice, especially when looking at this main image here of the entire map, there are way more buildings than I thought there would be. You don't that
Yeah.
so that original image we got when they did the what event was that? Whatever dumb event they did, where that they kind of quote leaked that the map.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't really show buildings on it. I'm actually shocked at how many tiny buildings there are all around this thing. I mean, they're just everywhere. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Like, so,
But
like,
then
even
you look at like F and there's like no buildings.
that's the volcano, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense. But K is kind of shocking because that's field. So I think that's where like all the little huts are, kind of. And there are a shitload of buildings all around there. But you know, I'm probably just not really thinking about it. If I looked at a map of Verdansk, I'd probably think the same thing. Like, oh, there's way more buildings everywhere than you realize, because that's putting every single structure that's on the map on this. So
Yeah.
but yeah, that was just kind of shocking to see. I expected less than that. But what are these dots on the map? Oh, point of interest. What are those?
Yeah.
Why would they even put? Okay, I don't know what the point of that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But
I
yeah,
don't know.
it looks nice. I'm very excited for this. Looks like a nice mix. You know, if you want to get real active, you can go down to Capital. If you want to land where no one's at, land at that shit little runway up north. I'm very excited for this map. Yeah.
I'm super excited too. I
Very
am.
nice.
I share your concerns. The haze, I'm less worried about because I think it will be sort of hazy, but it's going to be so much better than Verdansk anyway that I'm like, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
It's at least going to be an improvement, almost certainly. I'm worried about performance with all those goddamn palm trees. Actually, this map, I don't know how many frames I'm going to get, but I don't think it's going to be a lot.
I'm sure it's better than Verdansk. There's no way it's going to be less.
Okay.
Absolutely no way.
I hope you're right. I tend to agree, but seeing a couple of these screenshots has me a little worried. Hopefully the palm trees are just fucking no resolution, no detail.
Rendering some palm trees is a lot less than rendering, you know, entire downtown on this map, an entire promenade and all of that.
That's
so
true.
I think it'll be fine.
That's true. That's true.
You can always get that optimization.
Okay. And then the verticality of some of these like hills. Yeah. That'll
them.
be odd to see. It almost feels like when you look at this, the farther away you get from buildings, the more high ground advantage you have. So in other words, you can either like loot or you can have high ground on other people, but you can't do both. Like you can't have the best position and also have like a lot of like loot or cover. Because every high point, it seems like, on this map is just in the center where there aren't buildings, and you're just like sitting on top of a hill. So you get the advantage of high ground, but you get the disadvantage of not being in a building to take cover from 360 degrees. If that assumption is correct, I think that will be good, because as it stands in Verdansk, every high ground is also a building. So you get the best of both worlds. But here you kind of have to pick. Do I want to cover my flank, or do I want to have positional high ground advantage? And you kind of have to pick one. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting, because it's just basically as you go more inland, you get more elevation. And then if you look toward any edge of the map, once you're inward, you have high ground.
True.
So I don't know, though. I don't know. That's a lot of speculation for a map I haven't played once. So that's what I'm hoping for. I think that could be good. What is unequivocally true is that this is going to feel and play a lot different than Verdansk. It is very dissimilar from Verdansk in so many ways. And whether it's going to be good, bad, or just different, it's going to be different. A lot different than Verdansk. And I'm here for it because I'm sick of Verdansk. And I would appreciate a different new experience in terms of the map, the setting we're playing on. And I think this is going to play so much differently.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts overall?
Yeah, it looks excellent. I'm just very excited to get something new and different for sure. That's the biggest thing of all. We've waited a long time to have a different map. For a very popular battle royale game made by a AAA studio, the fact that we've waited more than a year and a half to get a second, I guess there's technically been 2 maps. To get a brand new Warzone map is far too long, and was very overdue. And I'm excited for just anything different.
Yeah.
This looks excellent.
Yeah, I agree. I'm very excited, mainly because it's different. I agree. And it doesn't look like it's going to be a catastrophe of a map either. I'm sure it'll be fine, but it will be different. And then in terms of the changes we've learned of outside of just the map that we went over earlier in the podcast, every change is either neutral or sort of good, but nothing that they are going to be changing seems to me to be bad. So like when we were talking about the dead silence nerf, removal of stopping power, the change to loadouts or whatever, all of that, everything we covered, at worst, it is an I don't care. And at best, I'm happy about it. But I don't think a single one of the changes that we're going to see, that we covered today, I am less than neutral opinion on. And that's a good thing. Because if it's a neutral change, it's either going to change up the game and just be different, or it'll be something that no one uses, like the gas canisters. And then if it's a good change, then it's a good change, obviously. So I'm very pleased with the changes they plan on making as well.
Yeah.
So
did we go over what time and when this actually releases? Did we mention that?
No.
Okay.
Do you have that information?
Well, I was trying to find it just to confirm, but I'm pretty sure. So early access is December 8th. So if you own Vanguard, you have access to this December 8th. If I'm not mistaken, it was 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Wow.
Which is an interesting, release. And now I can't find that to confirm. I'm like 99% sure, but I don't want to say that unless I can figure it out. Okay, yeah. So Warzone Caldera is available for those who own Vanguard starting December 8th, Wednesday, December 8th at 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Yes.
So that is when we get access. There we go.
And then if you don't own Vanguard, it'll be December 9th, 9 a.m.
Yeah. Doesn't say the time. Oh, well, I guess they call it 24 hours. So yeah.
Yeah. So that is that. All in all, I'm pleased. I'm excited. I'm happy. We're getting closer, and I'm getting just more and more amped for it. And if you guys listening wanted to watch us play the game, we'll be doing that. We will be doing a stream at 9 a.m. on December 8th at the dropshot.com/live. So if you've maybe wanted to watch us play the game, that would be a good opportunity to do it. The schedule next week for the podcast will be fucked because this comes out on a Wednesday. We're not doing a podcast on Wednesday, obviously, because we're going to be playing the game. And so that'll probably be on Thursday, but we'll have more info on that. We'll give you guys a schedule on the Twitter at the Dropshot Pod on Monday, that Monday. So other than that, boys and girls, that is it. As I said, no patch notes, no changes have happened. The entire focus of the episode today and the entire focus, indeed, of Activision and Call of Duty is on this new Warzone map, which I'm fine with. I'm very excited. We're looking forward to it. We're going to have a lot of fucking spicy episodes in December and January. Once this actually comes out, we get some time in, and then we can talk a lot about this, because there is undoubtedly going to be a fuck ton to talk about. Yeah, and it's a great time to be a Call of Duty player. It's a great time to be a fan of this dog shit podcast. And if you're a true fan, you'll go to patreon.com/thedropshot. The best way to support the show, $5 a month, 4 bonus eps a month. Any more than that, you get 5 bonus eps a month. Weekly hangouts. There's more we do as well. Gameplay breakdowns, all kinds of fun and exciting activities. So check us out. That's the best way to support the show. Patreon.com/thedropshot. We have hours of bonus episodes, bonus content. If you like the show, you want more, $5, and you've just unlocked hundreds of hours of fucking top tier content, dude. So consider doing that. Or if you don't want bonus episodes, that's fine. Join the Patreon anyway, though, because we want your money, dude. And it's that simple. So get scammed. Patreon.com/thedropshot, and we appreciate your consideration. Thedropshot.com, you can find links to the Patreon there. The YouTube there. So if you wanted to follow along with the screenshots, you could do that on the video version of the broadcast now and in perpetuity on our YouTube channel. And then we also have some merch left. Not too much left. So if you wanted some official The Dropshot of Call of Duty podcast merch, thedropshot.com. You can find links to our store. Well, our store is there, but you can find links to everything else there as well. So make it your homepage, bookmark it, figure it the fuck out. That is it. Boys and girls, thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. Have an excellent evening, of course. And as always, remember, stay humble.
Stay humble.